Hello, my darling. If you are finding this video today, then I think it was meant to be found by you. Maybe there's something here for you. I just felt really activated to come and speak to you about the wild shifts that have been happening. I don't know if you felt them. Have you felt the shifts? Have you felt this intense pull within you to finally let go of so much of the internal clutter that's coming from the internet, that's coming from maybe the people around you, that's coming from all the things that you need to be and do and have and see and feel and act on, and all these different things that out there is telling you that you need to do, rather than just tuning into exactly what feels right for you. Let me know if this is landing, because I think, and maybe this is the same for you, I know this has been the same for me, but I think there's a lot of people out there right now feeling this pull to just let it all go and completely trust yourself and completely tune into your own guidance and completely let go of all the things that people are telling you should do, because there's so much noise out there these days telling you, and there's so many things constantly like coming past your feed that are imprinting and hypnotizing your mind. And it can just feel like there's this push and pull of your soul. But when you sit in stillness and you sit with your own intuition and your own guidance, you know exactly what you're here for. You know you have a purpose. You know you have a mission. You know you have something that is here to do, and that there's no time to waste, and that there's things that you're being called forth to, and yet you're getting stuck in this 3D, like trying to please everyone, trying to do everything right version of you that just isn't you. It just isn't you, right? And does this mean that maybe for a while, if you go on this path, maybe you'll be isolated for a while? Maybe. Like, I think you've been there before, right? Maybe you'll be a little isolated again. Maybe you'll have to go it alone a little while. Maybe you're going to be the only one who believes in this thing that you're so called to do for so long. Like, you've been through so much, babe. You've been through so much. Like, I know you've been through so much more than a lot of the people around you. Like, so much more. It's felt like this constant, never-ending onslaught of challenge after weird life issues, after maybe health stuff and relationship stuff and dating stuff and business stuff or money stuff or work stuff or colleagues and people that you have to interact with, and just constant challenges that feel like they're constantly coming out of left field. And yet, because you've gone through so much and you've been to the depths of yourself and you've sat alone with yourself for so long, and you've realized that you can fall and be knocked by these things and still get back up. And when you get back up, you're not only stronger, but you're wiser, and you're able to help more, and you're able to create more. You've not only realized that you turn hard into beautiful, that you turn pain into purpose, that you turn like worry into wonderful things. You not only have realized that, but you've realized that no matter how hard life hits. That guy had really cool eyes who just rode past on his bicycle. Anyway, you know that you have done this so many times before, that every breakdown always turns into a breakthrough, but maybe you're just a little scared to do it all over again, because you know as well that every time you felt this pull that you've been feeling recently, and there has been so much happening in the universe with the planets, there's been so much happening with the energies, there's been so much happening with the weather, there's been so much happening with all of the humans and how we're all being affected by it and everyone else's behavior, and it might be pushing and pulling you, and you feel this guidance just guiding you forth, but you also have to show up for day-to-day life and be a human. It can feel like there's all these different parts of you that are breaking into fragments and being pulled in different places. And so this is the time, because you know that in these moments, and it's happened before, where you felt that fragmentation happening and you felt the pull and the push and the, what do I do? You felt that before, and you know what happens. You know that there might be a breakdown, but it always leads to a breakthrough. But because you know it and you've been through it before, maybe there's this a bit of hesitancy. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I can do it again. I don't know if I can let myself break down again. I don't know if I can handle any more challenges. I don't know. And of course you don't know. That's the point. You don't know. No one knows. You actually don't get to know what's going to happen, and that's the whole point. And we're learning to get comfortable in the discomfort is such an important part of it. But sometimes when you know exactly what's going to happen, you don't know what's going to happen, but you know that if you allow yourself to break down, that you're going to have a breakthrough. But you've done it so many times before, and you've been through so much hell, and you've been through so many transformations, that you're almost preempting how hard it might have been the last time, or how hard it might have been all the different times you've done it. And so you're not letting yourself be really pulled into this next one, because you don't want to have to go through it all again. But babe, you're going to have to go through it eventually, because that pull never stops. And so the longer that you delay, the longer that you overthink, the longer that you get caught up in maybe other people's advice, the longer that you kind of pull back on that pull forward, because you're worried that it might be maybe as hard as the last one, or as hard as a previous time that something similar happened, or something similar was felt by you. The longer that you pull back and don't let it to just happen, the more the resistance builds and the harder it might actually be. Rather than when you feel that pull, when you feel that guide pulling you into this next level of expansion that may include a breakdown of some kind in order to get a breakthrough, if you can choose to go, actually, you know what? Instead of pulling back, I'm going to go, let's freaking go. Strap in, like buckle the fuck up. Hopefully I can beep that out, because I know YouTube's not going to like that. But instead of resisting because of maybe how hard it was the last time, what if you could ask yourself this question? What if, there's a child going into my house right now, which is a bit strange. Anyway, so much happening right now. Beginning of Easter weekend. Hope everyone has a beautiful Easter and you're enjoying this rant. But what if you could ask yourself the question, when you feel that tug of your intuition, your guidance into this next level of expansion, what if you could say, what if it is easier than before? What if, because I've really honed my skill of the breakdown to the breakthrough, what if this is effortless this time? What if I'm going to be surrounded by support this time? What if people are going to cheer me on this time? What if people are going to hold out their hand to pull me up this time? It's the what if in the positive that actually gets your mind looking for that evidence, rather than all of this evidence of fear that it might just be like the way it was before, which was hard and it was horrible. And I know you've been through it, babe. I know you've been through so much. But look at what you've got yourself through and what you've turned that into. And look at all the things that you've created in your life up until now that you probably were dreaming of as a child. And now you just get to take it even further. Right? Like, what if You ask yourself some better what ifs when you're starting to feel that pull into your next level of expansion, instead of getting in your head and overthinking and sabotaging the movement that is going to happen eventually anyway, no matter what you do to try and hold yourself in place. What if you just let go of the reins and let yourself flow with the river and lay back and look at the sky and be like, you know what? I trust you. I trust you, God. I trust you, Source. I trust you, Universe, because you've never actually guided me wrong. You've always led me down paths that I needed to learn, lessons that I needed to become stronger, that I needed to say no to things, that I needed to get to know myself better, that I needed to let go of people, that I needed to let people in, right? What if you remembered how it was all for a reason before, and so it's all going to be for a reason now, and you surrendered to this pull and lay in it and just let yourself go with it? Maybe this weekend you could sit with those questions. You can journal on them. You can just speak it out in your car or something like that. Ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself those questions, and maybe even allow yourself to lay on the ground or in the water or on the grass and look up at the sky and just imagine yourself in this flow of energy that you feel pulled by right now into your next level of growth, your next level of expansion, your next level of massive wealth creation or health glow up, or just relaxing with all of the stuff that's happened in the past in your love life, so that you can call in better into your experience, whatever it is for you. What if you could lay down in the grass or in the water or on your bed or wherever is comfortable? I recommend outside, so you can look up at the sky and imagine you're floating in a calm river of the energy that is always working for you, always surrounding you, because it is you, and let yourself flow with it. Trust it, surrender to it, and know that you can handle everything that happens on the path that it takes you on. Because you've done it all before, and you can do it all again, and you never get given anything you can't handle. Hope you've enjoyed this little rant, my loves. I hope you'll have a really great Easter weekend. It's a beautiful sunset, so I'm going to go watch it from my big window in my living room. And I'll see you all on the next one. Drop a comment if this landed for you. Share it with a friend if they might need it. And if you are feeling that tug, that pull into this next level, then I'm so excited for you, because it's happening for you, not to you. It's happening for you, because this energy, God, Universe, Source, it all knows your heart. It knows your desires. It knows what you're good enough for, because you're good enough for everything that you want in this life. And it's trying to guide you there through thick and thin, through challenge and celebration. It's all part of it. And when you can learn to lie back in the river and look at the sky and let yourself flow and surrender and go with it and love all of it, that's how you get there faster. That's how you move through the challenge faster. It's all working for you, not to you. Happy Easter, and I'll see you on the other side.